Good morning, and a good Erev Shabbos Kodesh. I hope everybody had an amazing Pesach. Turns out that it was, Baruch Hashem, at least by me, and I've heard by many, many people, so far almost everybody who's checked in, it has been an unbelievable Pesach. There's a lot that we learned by just being by ourselves, and a lot of, a new connection with Hashem. And the fact that you're able to daven longer and you're able to daven, it's a lot of people are steiging and learning and in davening. It's amazing. So I figured that we talked this morning about some halachas of Sefiras HaOmer, and we'll start off with the halachas of the brachas. So of course we count the brachas by going ahead and counting all 49 days from now, from the second day of Pesach until Shavuos. And we all know that the halacha is that if a person forgets even one day, then the halacha is he no longer is able to count with a bracha. The question is, what happens if he's mesupik? He's not sure. I don't know, did I count, didn't I count? If that's the situation, if you're not sure, then you're allowed to rely on the fact that you maybe did count, and therefore you would be allowed to count the rest of the nights with a bracha. What happens if you're looking at your clock and it's like it's already past? Obviously, if you say the halacha, if you forget to count by night, you're still able to say the next day. Today is the 8th day of the HaOmer. And the halacha is that if you say that during the day, then you're still allowed to count that night with a bracha for the ninth night. Now the question is, what happens if you look at your clock and it's already past Shkia? What's the din then? Are you allowed to rely on the fact that it is that you said today is day 8? So the halacha is yes, until the end of Bein Hashmashos, which is, let's say, up to 18 minutes after Shkia, then you're allowed to go ahead and still say today is day 8. And then wait till after Seisa Kechavim, which is, depending on which times you go with, and then you can go ahead and count 9 with a bracha. It's still okay to go with Bein Hashmashos. This is only the Bein Hashmashos up to the first 18 minutes. Unless you keep 72, and you keep 72 for Sefiras HaOmer. First of all, you have to keep 72 for sure for Shabbos. But if you keep 72 for all things Rabbanan, there's a lot of Hasidim that keep 72 for everything. So if you are a 72er all the way through, then you're allowed to rely that you can say today is day 8 up until 72, and then right after 72 you can count with a bracha for day 9. So you're allowed to still count even during Bein Hashmashos, and depending on what you hold Bein Hashmashos is generally. On Erev Shabbos, if a person goes ahead and already lit the candles, and then it's they think it is already Shabbos. They're makabel upon themselves kedusha Shabbos. Nevertheless, it's still Friday. They were just makabel upon themselves the kedushas of Shabbos, and therefore you would still be allowed to count today is day 8. Even today, let's say today is day 8. So then you'd be allowed to say today is day 8, even after you lit the candles, and again, even after Shkia, until Tzeis Kechavim, even though you're already makabel upon yourself Shabbos. And then wait till after Tzeis, and after Tzeis you go ahead and you would count the 9th night. The Poskim discuss what would the halacha be if somebody goes ahead and knows that for whatever reason there's going to be one night that he's not going to be able to count. This is also a discussion with people who don't daven with a minyan, which is because there's a strong assumption that maybe at least sometime during the 49 nights, a person might forget to count the Sefira. So, of course, it's a good idea to go ahead and set an alarm, let's say 9:30 or whatever, 9 o'clock on your clock, that every single night it's going to ring, it won't drive you crazy, but 9 o'clock. Whether you daven Ma'ariv or not, just say the bracha right then, because this way you'll remember to count every night. But what would be if, let's say, definitely there's going to be one night that I'm not going to be able to count. For example, Chas v'Shalom, if a person has, they had this question that sent it to Rabbi Yashiv, a doctor said this guy only has 2 weeks to live. So he asked, should he go ahead and start counting with a bracha, because he knows he's not going to be able to finish the count. So Rabbi Yosef, of course, said you don't believe the doctors and whatever, you should have hope. But what would be if a guy, let's say, has a scheduled time that he is having an operation, and he's scheduled that it's not going to be awake for that time, for that day? Or a person is flying to, he's flying to a country and Mameli is going to miss one of the nights. So the halacha is we paskin that nevertheless you still count with a bracha, you start with a bracha, and the night that you miss, and from then on you say without a bracha. But we don't say that since you're going to miss, guaranteed you're going to miss at the beginning, you shouldn't guarantee it. Similarly, if a person, let's say, of course, not to put ladies down, but Lamaisa, in the end of the day, the chances of them, because they don't daven Ma'ariv with a minyan, and a lot of times they don't forget. So, do we say that the ladies should at least start the first night with a bracha? And the answer is yes, we do. And again, it would be a great idea if the ladies also could set an alarm on your phone, 9 o'clock or whatever, X o'clock, and this way every single night you'll remember, and you'll be able to say it with a bracha. And the Mr. will continue with these halachas I guess tomorrow, Sunday. Have an amazing, amazing Shabbos, and I guess we'll be in touch later on today again with a message for Shabbos. Have a great one.